help anyone start and launch a business for under $1,000. That is a challenge, and I can definitely do it. And now, today, I'm about to do it by the numbers. Now, based on everything that I've shared with you earlier on this podcast, let's just get started. Now, the podcast as well as the live stream. So, whenever you're starting your business, the first thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to file your legal entity, right? And that includes legal entity as it relates to whether or not you're going to be a DBA, which is doing business as I explained to you yesterday, or you're going to do it as an LLC. And now, when I show you these different things and the cost of these different things, I am going to be running a tally on my little Casio calculator here to show you that this is a real thing, and you have more resources than you realize you do to get your thing started, to launch your dream. So, first thing that you should do in business, and that is the number one thing, is you should figure out your legal entity. How are you going to operate? Now, most of us, as I explained to you yesterday, the easiest way to operate is doing business as, because it doesn't take long. But another way to do it is to form an LLC, which is a limited liability company. And I suggested to you yesterday you should form a single member limited liability company, because the preparing taxes on a multi-member LLC is a freaking fucking nightmare. All right, but a single member LLC, you can easily do it along with your personal taxes. And as I mentioned to you yesterday, I'm not a CPA, nor am I an attorney. I am married to an attorney, though, and I do know tons of CPAs, and they have recommended the same thing to me. So let's just get into it. So you might be saying, okay, AJ, show me the cost of what it takes. So I'm going to share my screen with you here. All right. So right here, what is a DBA? So it tells you exactly what a DBA here is, doing business as, or trademark name, right? And what is the typical cost? Typically, this cost will be at a county clerk's office, well, a courthouse, about $15. All right. See here, it says corporations LLC will be charged $25 to register and approximately $15 to file with the county principal office. So I'm telling you, I'm letting you know the DBA is typically about $15, right? But let's just say you don't want to do a DBA, and here I'm in Texas, so I'm going to do an LLC, a single member LLC, and I'm going to do the most expensive cost that I could possibly incur, right? And that most expensive cost that I can possibly incur is the $300. So I'm just going to add this up. I'm going to say for my legal entity, it's going to cost me $300. Okay, for my legal entity, it's going to cost me $300. So I'm going to keep a tally. So far we have $300, right? So the next thing you need to think about doing is hiring people, but hiring people with no upfront costs. So once you've decided what type of legal entity you're going to operate as, you need to find people that are just as passionate about whatever your dream is, and they really want to be a part in helping you grow that. And as I shared with you yesterday, this is exactly the same process. If you've ever seen the movie The Social Network, that Facebook actually went through. In fact, Microsoft went through this same thing, and other major companies that you know who got people to work for them actually offered them a small stake in their company, what is called equity, very small pieces. And that's why some secretaries, such as like Facebook and other major companies, are millionaires purely based on the fact that they have equity and they were there at the start. So I'm suggesting to you, if you're an entrepreneur and you pretty much got your ish together and you know exactly what business you want to start seeking out people that you believe will be a benefit to what it is you're trying to grow. And if they just want to be down, okay? And then you promise them a small part of your company, and after your company has been successful, offer them the opportunity to cash out of that, okay? So I'm just saying that's just how I did it when I first started, okay? And you'll be surprised how many people, honestly, are willing to be down, okay? Willing to help you along your entrepreneur journey. So we have just addressed hiring people with no upfront costs, and then guess what? That is costing you nothing. So we're still at $300 on the calculator. All right. So the next thing I want to say, so whenever you start a business, your startup, you definitely want to have everything professional about what it is you do. And that includes, getting a logo, getting a website done, having a professional office address, and professional people answering your phone. But how can you do that at low cost that still keeps you under the $1,000 budget that you've set for yourself, or the $1,000 challenge that I'm posing to you? All right. Well, let me show you how you can do that. All right. So as I shared with you yesterday, I said, okay, you need to hop on over to a website called Fiverr. Okay. That's Fiverr.com. And I said that you can get, like, say, if you're a person that was thinking about starting a business and you've ever hired some independent or local guy to do a logo for you, and they may have charged you $200 or $300 to do a logo, you don't have to spend all that money. Okay. Let me show you. If I go to Fiverr.com and I want to get a logo done, right? Logo design. Let's see what logo design starts at, okay? Let's see what the prices start at. And then I'm going to explain to you why it's so inexpensive, okay? So, unique logo designs starting at $15. Here's one that's $300. You don't want that. And then Fiverr's Choice. Always look for Fiverr's Choice, by the way, because these people have very, very high ratings. As you can tell, 5-star with over 1,000 jobs done, right? So starting at $35, right? So let's just click on that, all right? I told you, this is a real thing. This is a $1,000 business challenge, and I'm showing you how you can actually start your business for less than $1,000, getting everything that you need, right? Okay, say if you want a design for your business. Here are some samples of designs that this person has done. And the standard starts at $35. One version, they give you a JPEG or a PNG, and they'll deliver it within 1 day, and it only costs you $35, right? Maybe some taxes, but $35. And you might be saying, well, AJ, why is this so cheap? Okay. The reason why it's so cheap is because of this. It is so cheap because people are competing for the business around the world, right? Say there are designers in India and Pakistan and all these different places, right? All these different places that are competing for your dollar bill. Now, $35 in the US doesn't go far. But someplace like India, $35 goes a whole hell of a long way, right? So you're outsourcing work to different countries that's all going through this platform, right? And this is how you can get stuff like this done. Like, say, if I want the premium package that includes the logo, I want social media stuff. Let me share this with you, right? So I pay $130, and I'm gonna compare the packages here. So if I pay the premium, I get high resolution logo, 3D mock-up, stationery. Remember I talked about stationery. I get a social media kit. In other words, everything that's matching my logo, I get it to put on social media, such as a Facebook cover, a YouTube cover. I get a bunch of different things, right, for $130. But let's just say, for all intents purposes, we're going to take we're only going to take the $35 package here, right? But since we're here, we know we need a website, right? So I'm going to add to the $300, I'm going to add $35. So now we are at, if you can see that, $335. Don't worry, I'm going to tally it all up. But what I need also now is I need a website, right? I need a website. And I want to do it on, say, WordPress, because WordPress is pretty inexpensive. All right. So to design a website, it can start at $10. You see this? $15. Customizing a website. But what I would probably do is I would probably spend more, closer to $100 for a website, even though your sites here for starting at $50. I literally, okay, so let's look at what a Fiverr's choice is, right? Now, I'm taking you by the numbers here to show you just how feasible this is. Now, so far, we've taken care of the legal entity. Well, actually, I'll do a summation of what we've taken care of so far. So let's just say you're on a website. You got 3 pages. Design is going to be custom design. And this is what a website can look like. Now, remember, a website is all you need is someone to be able to go to the website. But let's just say we're only going to spend, say, $65 for that website. We were already at $335. Now we're going to spend $65 for the website. So now we are literally up to $400, right? So we're filing for our legal entity, which is an LLC, a single member LLC. We got logo design, and now we have a website, right? So far we've only spent $400. I really want you to see that, $400. All right, only $400. So we still have $600 to pay for. I mean, $600 to work with. That is. Now, I also said to you that, hey, once you've gotten all this stuff done, you need a professional business office address, and you can get a very exclusive business office address in high dollar neighborhoods, and I'm going to show you how. And you can get that same address to answer your phone. So what you would do, in short, is you would look for or Google virtual office, right? So here's one that's with Alliance. Of course, I mentioned Regis/Spaces, but here is one called Alliance, right? So for platinum virtual office with live receptionists, which, let me show you what you get. You get commercial business address, mailing forwards, receive unlimited letters, get to use the business address for your license, for your DBA or LLC. You can use it for opening your bank account. You can dress for your website address and business cards. Front lobby receptionist to greet visitors that come to you, because you want to know why? Because you actually get access to these places temporarily to actually meet your clients there. That's all part of it. And you also get people answering your phone. So now we're going to add, we have $400. Now we're going to add another $150 to it. And I'm going to show you what the running total is. So far, we have $550. All right. So you've gotten the legal entity, you've gotten your logo, you've gotten your website design, and you've gotten a virtual office where you literally can meet people. And what happens with these virtual offices is you have access to all of them everywhere. So you can, if you're meeting a client on one side of town, you can use through your virtual membership. You can actually go in and meet them at this office, or you can meet them at another office on the opposite side of town, because you're part now of the virtual network, the virtual office network. Plus, you have a dedicated number to someone answering your phone. You have a address to where your business stuff can go to, and you can go by and pick up your mail, and you can also have that mail forwarded to you should you not decide to actually go to this business address and pick it up. And so far, we're only at $550. Now, all right, so the next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure you have the right type of software: accounting software, marketing software, and customer relationship management software. So let me start at the M with what we call a CRM. All right, a CRM stands for customer relationship management software. It means that whenever you get a customer, you collect information on a customer, or you scouting customers, you can actually use a CRM to actually put all of the customer information in. And when you email the customer through the CRM, right, you can actually track your conversations back and forth with that potential customer or customer that you have landed. So I recommend to everyone the best software to use, and it's free. You're going to love this. It's HubSpot, right? As you can see, it's 100% free, no contracts, credit cards, training required. and you get up-to-minute sales updates, and it's a top CRM, customer relationship management software for growing businesses. Now, you're still at $550, right? So you have not spent any more money, and now you have this software. And you might be saying, well, AJ, what's in it for them? What's in it for them? Why are they giving you the free CRM? The reason why they're giving you the free CRM, because ultimately they want to, and it's free forever. Ultimately, they want to encourage you, once your business starts to grow, to start using other services that they have in which you would pay for. So that's how they make their money ultimately in the end. And this is a huge company. Some of the biggest companies in the world actually use HubSpot. So you're not just using some rinky-dink CRM software, customer relationship management software. You're actually using, a software that major corporations use. Plus, HubSpot has a HubSpot training academy, which is free, that teaches you how to use all of this, how to write emails, how to send emails, how to do all of this, how to connect it with your Google. And what's beautiful about connecting with your Gmail is you can track when potential customers open your email. So it's absolutely 100% beautiful CRM, customer relationship management software, and that is HubSpot. Now, when it comes to marketing, primarily we're talking about email marketing. Sure, you can market and put your stuff on Facebook, right? With your logo that you got from Fiverr, you can do that. But when you're reaching out to customers, people that don't know you, it's good to use an email automation or an email marketing system. And you can literally do that for free with, what's that? Actually, you can do it for about $7 a month with ActiveCampaign, or $15 a month. Let's just say ActiveCampaign, right? You have ActiveCampaign, you have MailChimp, which is free depending on the plan, right? Let's say I'm using ActiveCampaign because with ActiveCampaign, you can use what is called email marketing automation. So this is your marketing where you can set up a series of emails based on what the person does that receives your email, the potential customer. Say if they open your email, then another email can go to them. Or if they don't open your email, an email can go to them reminding them that they should open your email. So in other words, you can set up what is called email marketing automation. So let's just say you got $550 plus, let's just say that's $15 a month. And the name of that program is ActiveCampaign, right? All right, so now the last thing I want to address here is an accounting software. So now you need a way to kind of keep up and create invoices and all these different things for the potential clients that you're going to have. Keep what they call profit and loss statements, have what they call balance sheets, and the software, as I recommended yesterday, for everyone to use is Wave Apps, okay? Wave Apps is the software that I believe that you should use, and I went through it yesterday. But once you log in and create an account, let me see if I can log in here. I'm gonna sign in with Google, and I'm gonna show you some stuff. Okay. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna show you some stuff once make sure I log in. Had to click off. I got to put my password in. It's all good. All right, so I'm going to show you all the different things that you literally can do in Wave, and this is for free. And you might be saying, AJ, if it's for free, how do they make their money? They make their money just like, as I shared yesterday, just like, say, a PayPal would. Like once someone actually pays an invoice online, then, via an invoice that you send them, you can send quotes and all that. Once they pay, Wave gets a fee. All right? They get a portion of it. You can even use Wave to get money directly ACH debited out of your client's bank accounts, right? If they're paying you. But let me share this with you right here, okay? So again, you can create professional invoices. You can do payroll. You can keep bookkeeping. You can do reports. Let me click on reports here. All right. You can create a profit and loss statement, a balance sheet, a cash flow. You can do sales tax. You can do wages, payroll wages and tax reports. And you can do all of this, again, as I say, for free. Now, keep in mind, we're still only up to $565, and we still have money to work with. All right? So the next thing I want you to take a look at is, you might be saying, well, AJ, how do I create contracts for customers, right? Or the independent contractors that I might hire, since I have a service, to actually, make sure that I'm 1099 in them, make sure I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, keeping up with that. And I suggested to you that yesterday you should use legalcontracts.com. Now, you might be saying, well, AJ, this all seems just so simple. But let me just, not to oversimplify it, but let me just give you an example of how some businesses work, right? Let's just say you have a problem with your hot water heater, or you have a problem with your electricity, right? So you call up, say, some local electrician or some local plumber to have them come solve your issue, right? Fix the problem in your house. Do you know that chances are the company that you're calling do not actually have employees? They have independent contractors that they're contracting out to your place to handle the business, right? And once they come to you and once they finish doing everything they need to do, they'll take their cell phone, right? And then they'll send you an invoice for their cell phone and have you pay, or they'll just swipe and they'll pay directly from their phone. Now, keep in mind, most of the time, they're not actually employees of the companies. They're just independent contractors. So if you're a business owner thinking that, hey, I can't really get, or you're an entrepreneur thinking that I can't really get people on my into my startup because they want to be paid something up front. No, you can operate just like, a lot of these companies are operating by using independent contractors. Great example is Uber, right? Uber or Lyft or any company like that that's actually not paying the independent contractor up front, but the independent contractor is getting paid based on the percentages of money that they're making actually for the company. Meaning they're going out and doing stuff. Like someone comes out and fixes my electricity, then guess what? They're going to get a percentage of whatever I pay them, and the company most of the time is going to get the lion's share of the money. So I'm saying you need to be able to understand that you can pull this off without actually having to hire an attorney to do the work. And yesterday, do the work in terms of coming up with contracts and all that. And yesterday I shared with you this website. I shared with you legalcontracts.com. So I showed you, and I even got started on how I was preparing an LLC operating agreement. This is something that you would need to do anyway. Now, and I also told you that the entire cost for this service a year is less than $100. So why would you not do it? Or even if it was a little bit over $100, let's just say we're going to add to the $550. We're going to add another $125 for this particular service. Now we're up to $675. All right, $675 to be completely covered on all contracts. Now the next thing you might say, well, once I get the contracts done and I need to send it to a customer, do I just email it to them? No, you just don't email it to them. You want a signature. Now, there are a lot of sign places, software that you can use to get signatures and contracts signed. But the best that I've used and the least expensive that I use is sign requests, and we use it for all of our clients. Now, on a monthly basis, it costs $9, but we typically pay for the year, and we get the professional, and we literally get for $84, and I'm going to add that $84. We get the ability to send multiple contracts, as many as we want, out to clients. We get to send those independent contractors agreements, or those NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, because you definitely want an NDA when it comes to how you operate in your business, and you want all your independent contractors to actually sign that. Okay, so yes, we use this, okay? And now we are up to $759, and we have money to spare, all right? So let's just kind of recap what we've come up with. And then I'm going to share some stuff with you on how to put all this together and how to market it, right? We have come up with a way to develop our well, first of all, we've come up with a logo. We've come up with a website. We've come up. Oh, by the way, I need to add something to the $759 we have here. You need to get a website hoster, okay? So let's just say you're using WordPress, right? And let's just say WordPress is going to cost you, say, $25 a month. We have $759, right? Plus, say, $25 a month. Then another, say, $15 for your URL, which is your web address for the entire year. All right, so plus $15. So now we're at $799, and you've taken care of the design for your website, somebody actually doing it, your logo, what's going to be on your website. You can even pay people to write the content for your website, which would probably on Fiverr cost you, say, another $100, right? Or you can just use a template. So let's just say it costs you another $100 for people to write all this content for you, right? So now you're at $899, right? So you've gotten everything handled that you need with legal, so which is a walkthrough. It'll walk you through, and the contracts are specific on legal.com, legalcontracts.com. You filed your LLC. You found a virtual office. And there was no upfront setup cost for that. And you have basically created a business, and on top of that, you have your software for your legal, and already you're at $899 with $100 to spare. So what do you do with that $100? Okay, so the last part I'm going to share with you is the marketing, right? You can literally create an ad, right? Create a social media post online with your services, right? And you can use a free software, and you do not have to get, right? Do not have to get the paid version of this, right? And that free software is Canva.com. Now, it'll give you templates, and you can literally create whatever you want to create, all right? Create whatever you want to create by using Canva. And I'm going to give you an example of some of the things that I've created with Canva that you've probably seen right here on my social network, okay? Right here on Facebook. I'm going to show you some of the things that I've created with Canva, and this is absolutely free. Now, of course, I'm paying for the pro version because we do a lot of stuff, but you as a startup, you don't have to pay for the pro version, all right? So let me show you this, right? So I'm saying that this is far more real and attainable and accessible than you think. This is the $1,000 challenge, and I can prove to you that I can help anyone start and get started in a business for $1,000 or less. So let me show you this, right? It's taking a little bit, but no worries. We're about to come up. All right, so this is my Facebook page, right? All right, so let me scroll down here. All right. Literally taking a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna let that populate, and then I'm gonna come back to it. All right. So here we go. This is me live. I'm going live right now, but I'm gonna show you this right here. This little image that's about to pop up. I literally created this on Canva. All right. So I'll come back to it. But anyway, oh, there it is. All right. See this image? This image right here, this part right here, the Startup Junkie podcast. I literally created this little logo with me. I created it on Canva. It was just that simple. And all I had to do was take a picture, click a button, take the background out of the picture, and put it on top of a template and type in whatever I want, and boom, there you have it. So right now we're at $899. You have $101 left. Now, I employ everyone that decides that they want to promote their business to search, okay? To search a $1 a day strategy. Facebook's $1 a day strategy. which, by the way, an entire course on Facebook dollar a day strategy is in HubSpot for free, because I told you to have a bunch of tutorials. So if you were trying to promote your business on Facebook, you would have to have a Facebook business page. You create a Facebook business page, and then you would have to create an account with Facebook Manager. All right. And you literally can, and this is not the dollar a day strategy, but I implore you to look that up. But you literally can spend a couple of bucks a day pushing your business out to people that might be interested in your business. And you can learn how to advertise on Facebook by going to facebook.com/blueprint. Facebook.com/blueprint. Okay. Everything you need to know about advertising on Facebook, everything you need to know about advertising on Instagram is absolutely free. And the reason why I'm telling you should do this is because if you just post something, Facebook knows that you're promoting a business, and the algorithm is going to limit how far the reach that, or the number of people that actually see your ad. Okay, so I'm employing all of you to do this. And let's just say if you decided to, we're at $899, and you decided to spend $2 a day for 30 days promoting your business, that's $60. And so you're at $959. You have created a business. You have, well, let's just do a recap. All right. So one, you have put together your legal structure, right? You have created a website. You have, the website is going to get launched. You have paid someone to create content for your website. You've come up with you're using free marketing software, free CRM software, free accounting software, right? Where you can send out invoices, etc. You now have a marketing strategy where you're only spending $2 a day, and you're using a free version of Canva.com to where you can create your own ads, right? Or someone that's willing to help you in the business. Remember, get people and offer them a very small portion equity in your company to do this. And now you're doing all of this for your service for less than $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case. All right. So today you have learned for $950 on how to put together an entire business. Now, it is different depending on if you're trying to create an actual product. Of course, that actually costs money, but that's why I said that this plan actually works better with service industry stuff, right? But say if you wanted to mow lawns, right? You wanted to create a lawn service. You could go to you can take a couple $100 and go to what do you call that? A pawn shop and buy a couple of lawnmowers and have people work for you, and they get paid a percentage based on the number of lawns that they're mowing. So this shit is possible. So I am saying to you, yes, this is long, this is drawn out, but this is very doable and is very feasible. So thank you very much. This has been the 5th day of starting your business. You know what I mean? Everything you need to know about business, the setting it up for success from A to Z. And today I showed you through the $1,000 challenge how you can put together all of this stuff, have professional looking website, have professional people answering your phone, have a professional business address, have professional business forwarding, having all of this stuff for less than $1,000. All right. And you can actually cut this cost even more, but we're just going to end it right there. So thanks, everyone. I appreciate you checking out the Startup Junkie Show live today. As usual, when it's not when things require perspiration, you get less people responding. But those people who are here, those people who have thumbed this up, I know that you're serious. You're serious about doing something a little bit different, because after all, we cannot depend on what's going on right now, because even some of the major corporations might be filing for bankruptcy. So think about what I said to you today, and this message resonates. Definitely share it across all your social channels. Share this post on Instagram. Share this post on Facebook. share this post on YouTube. Well, I don't know if you can share it on YouTube, but share it on Twitter. All right. Well, actually, you can share it on YouTube. Share it on all of your social networks, and be sure to check out the Startup Junkie Live podcast on Apple iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, and iHeart Media. So until Monday, everyone, when I'll be right back at you with something fresh, take care. Also, be sure to be on the lookout for the video on how, because we've been getting a lot of DMs on, okay, how do I get booked on your show? Be sure to keep an eye out for the video that shows you on how to get booked for the show. But until Monday, everyone, we're out.